Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we got a TV season review for you. That's right, today we're going to be talking about the entire first season of The Last of Us that just wrapped up last night on HBO/HBO Max. But before we get started, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. More than 90% of the viewers of this channel aren't subscribed, and it's very important for the growth, for the continuation, that you hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free. Hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing towards 250 subscribers. Now, let's talk about The Last of Us. Of course, unless you're living under a rock, you've heard about this show and who it stars. It stars my guy, Daddy Pedro Pascal, the internet's favorite daddy. Kind of has replaced Tom Hanks as America's dad at this point. At least that's what it feels like. Of course, he plays Joel, the main character. Well, one of the main characters. Joining him in the other half of the Apocalypse's dynamic duo is Bella Ramsey, playing Ellie, of course. And it's cool because if you've seen Game of Thrones, both of these people were on Game of Thrones as well. I don't I'm trying to think. I don't think they ever had scenes together on Game of Thrones. I think they had very separate storylines, if I remember correctly. But it's cool that they came kind of from the same place. Of course, Pedro was acting before Game of Thrones, but that's where Bella Ramsey got her start. Now they reunite here on The Last of Us. I am a huge fan of the first video game. I played it like 3 times when it first came out. I have not played the remastered version, although this TV show has influenced me to buy it, so I'm definitely going to do that. I might do it today if I'm being honest with you, but I actually never played past the first one. I've never played the second one. I know what happens. I know all the stuff, the criticisms, all that. I know what happens with the characters, but I love the first game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I love Naughty Dog, and I was very interested that Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog was going to be like heavily influencing this show. He was directing a few episodes because that's never really happened before. Even like the Tomb Raider movies, like the people that make the games aren't really involved in making the movies, so it's never, that kind of collaboration has never happened before. But it happened here, and it was excellent because this show's incredible. It's easily the best video game adaptation we've ever seen. My favorite video game film is the Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider film from like 2019, I think. I think that movie's actually a really fun time and I enjoyed it, but this one blows that out of the water, and it makes me very excited for the future of video game adaptations, namely the God of War series coming to Amazon Prime next year. So that's very exciting. But yeah, there's some differences though from the show to the game, but I actually like them a lot. Like the game takes place, a lot of it takes place in Pittsburgh, and you'd think that it would bug me if they changed that because I live relatively close to Pittsburgh. This show changes it, and it's Kansas City instead of Pittsburgh. So I was fine with that. I thought that was cool. Obviously, Joel being Pedro Pascal, he is Latino. He's not Latino in the game. No problem at all. I love Pedro Pascal, and I honestly think, don't tell the voice actor from the game, but I think Pedro Pascal is the best Joel we've ever had. And Troy Baker, it was Troy Baker that voiced him in the game, right? I think so. Troy Baker's a legend. He Batman from Arkham Origins, great guy. And I did love that, like, speaking of game crossover, that they brought the voice actors back, but in different roles. Like, I think is her name Ashley Johnson, who voiced Ellie in the game. She came back in the finale as Ellie's mom. Troy Baker, he comes back as one of the cannibal dudes. The guy that played Tommy in the game is in this as well. So, like, in the I can't remember the character's name, but the like one of the Fireflies, her actress from the game, plays her in the show. So I think that's really cool. I love the crossover with the game. The zombies, sorry, it's not a zombie show. The fungus creatures, the clickers looked amazing. The bloater looked awesome. Like he just comes out and he's like choke slamming dudes like he's the Undertaker in his prime. I love that. I love this show. I don't buy a lot of shows. Like I have a few shows on Blu-ray and 4K. I'm definitely gonna buy this one. The rumor is July for a 4K release. I'm definitely buying this one because it's incredible. Definitely, if this isn't my favorite show of the year by the end of the year, we are in for a great year of television. And of course, we can see Daddy Pedro on Mando right now, but The Last of Us just feels like it's on a whole other level, in my opinion. I just I don't know what else to say about this show. Like keep talking forever about it. I thought everything just worked out so well. My favorite episode, I think, was still episode 3 with Nick Offerman. It just That episode is fantastic. I know it drew some criticisms, but I loved that episode. I was definitely shedding a few man tears at the end when he does the stuff with the wine. I was definitely all up in my feelings, but this show Man, this show was incredible. What a 9 week ride. I can't wait for season 2. I do think we're going to get like 3 seasons. I don't think season 2 is going to cover the whole entire second game. And I'm curious to see what they change, if they change some of those huge plot points from The Last of Us Part 2 to keep the show moving forward. But I loved this show. I thought it was the best adaptation of a video game we've ever seen. The performances, top notch. The directing, top notch. The effects, top notch. If this show doesn't win multiple Emmys, I'll like be furious, but I could see it kind of getting shut out because the the Emmys aren't exactly known for nominating horror stuff, but I think this should definitely sweep the Emmys whenever it's eligible for nomination. I'm going to give The Last of Us a 9.5 out of 10. I have a very hard time giving things 10 out of 10, but 9.5 out of 10 for the season 1 of The Last of Us. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it down in the comments below. If you've played part 2, we can talk about that just because I haven't played the game. Like I said, I still know all the major plot points, of course. Who do you think they're going to cast as Abby? Let's talk about that down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As I said before, over 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, so hit that subscribe button and help my man out so we can keep growing towards 250 subscribers. Like the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.